mine. Red Duo, all mine. Yeah. Bonjour. First, good afternoon. Turn me up, you here. Workshop Brothers. Yes, that is Yasuke. You're not gonna lie, Taco. You saw Taco Bell ad? I got y'all. Sorry, please. Yeah, that's my boy, man. Most songs that I play from my channels are people that I know. Like y'all know Vince makes music. T here, aka Yasuke, that's my boy. I'm working on a new intro actually. I'm cooking up a new intro for the channel, so hope y'all ready. Bonjour, mon cœur. So stay tuned. And yes, I'm eating plain bread. Leave me alone. Hi, what y'all on though? What's up? Don't talk on tacos. Yo, y'all remember that? The access level tacos almost took me out. That was like 3 years ago. Jesus Christ. Mm-mm-mm-mm. We're gonna talk about them raws. I actually like have been enjoying the backstory. I think they're calling it cat and dog. Toasted plain bread be hitting. Okay, see, like some people coming for me, you know. So did that play out loud? Or was that me? Thank you for the follow the subscription dream. I'm gonna have to fix that. I think that played out loud, unless I'm tripping. But everything sounds okay. Cause I might have set it up wrong. I'm kind of a moron, so I'll make sure there's no technical difficulties before I continue. Cat and dog hype, yes sir. It's been hitting. I actually have been enjoying this backstory. I'm not gonna hold y'all. Nah, this is just bread my mom made. She makes homemade bread and shit. I'm getting hungry. Let me pull out alpha scans. Give me a sec. What talk to we be on? I'm gonna start cat and dog, so I'm gonna go back like what 1, 2, 3, 4 chapters here. The backstory is actually good. It's a long ass backstory. It's nice, but it's been 3 chapters now. I actually estimated it would be 6. I thought this would be important, honestly. I've actually been keeping up with the Raws, but I have an idea what's going on so far. Oh yeah, okay. The backstory of Prima Madness on Trauma Ray. Bitchless. we gonna talk about it because that man talking about anytime somebody fall in love, they stop talking to me. Oh, look at you clown, you bozo, you freak. It's been good. I was hating on the ass potentially pro Yama, but I don't know. I've changed my mind. I don't like. I still don't like Wag Wag. I can't hold you. Like we'll hop into it. We'll hop in. Let me just find the put it up here. Bada boom, bada bing. 4 a.m. and stumbling. I don't think is it this where I want to start. Hold on, let me see something. This might not be where I want to start. I think we spoke about this chapter already. So I think it's the next one. I want to start with the cat and dog. I think that's where we pretty much start. Okay, yeah, it pretty much starts here. Okay, we good. We good because I can't hold y'all like I'm not saying this is the pinnacle of backstories, but I was interested in knowing more about the Lopobia family, and through this backstory, I've gotten a better understanding of how that family in particular works, which was part of the reason why I cared. I didn't care just because I wanted to know more about Yama's parentage. Well, I said parentage, lineage, and heritage. I also wanted to learn more about the family workings, and things of that nature, and I feel like we're getting that, so that's good. Just adjust myself a bit. Looking kind of looking kind of crunchy today, but it's all good. Have sex. He's in the cheeks, boy. He's yo. That nigga said, "Breed it." Go breed it. What is good with him? What is good with him? He said breed. I give you enough time. I don't care. Slide it in. He got to be stopped, bro. We don't. I can't. I can't with Traumary. He's strong. He a family head, but I can't. But I was off him since Elaine had to struggle. I call him Wig Wag might be good too. I think Wag Wag would make more sense like a tail wag. Wang Wang just hurts my feelings. I was calling him Papa Baylor for a while, but I stopped. Oh shit, you missed the last chapter. It came out like yesterday. 5/23. It came out like 29. It came out like yesterday. I just read it this morning and put it on Patreon. Use Wag Wag for clarification. I wouldn't be surprised if Trauma had a camera set up. You sicko. you yeah. Yo, that's we figured it out. Bestiality, bro. We figured it out. Trauma said I'm tired of these niggas sipping in his damn towel. He really did. Like, we'll go through stuff chapter by chapter, but I don't mind starting with some general talk before we hop into stuff. It comes across to me like his gimmick is okay. The reason why I love subjugation and domination and like actually taming is because that's the only way he can control people and control their actions. I'm guessing whether it's Gustang and Eurasia, V and Arlene, Jihad and Arlene, anytime one of his friends falls in love or falls in love with like work or something, he feels like he gets left to the wayside. That's why he's like death is like an escape or a mercy for people who aren't even worth being tamed. And I said, bro, you over there sad in that room, huh? That nigga sad. He just in there sad as fuck. Sorry ass. You think SIU might actually remember about Wang Wang? When he named Yama's dad? Yes. Yes, I did. Yes, I do. Hold on. Ashu. I must grant you. Where's Ashu? Hold on. You're here. Ashu, I grant you the sword of return. Mm-mm-mm. What's good? What's up? I got you with the $10 subscription, my guy. I appreciate you. Let's go. Let's go. I think he screwed Elaine for that same reason too. Yo, what's up? Trauma Ray. He really set up the whole relationship just to prove that he would be betrayed. He needs to ask me, on God. On God. What's up, my somewhat different from other dog niggas? It changes every time now. Let's finish the break. Hold on. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Mm? You not reading this series naturally? Come on, SIU. I still hope Rand is in the is one of the people Machete brought or something. I don't know though. It might not. Okay, so remember like last year at the end of last year, we started talking about how Yas Ratchet doesn't seem like he's trying to take out Yama. We know the truth now. It's true. Like he has some weird type of respect for Wang Wang, and that's he didn't want to take out his sons. And what I didn't know is that I would actually see them as children. That was interesting. Doom is the firstborn. We saw Doom, Doom and Ned. They have a good relationship on some like stepmother, whatever type beat. Then what was crazy to me is when I saw that Yama was a Yama. Oh my God, Wang Wang. I can't. I need a name. I need a name for him. I need a nickname for that guy. Papa Baylord. When he seen her, I'm like, wait a minute, the host is in her. So I'm like, wait a minute, is the host in Yama or did Yama get any type of? Because remember that Arcanak was apparently already a Slayer's host at some point, which is very interesting. And if you see the last chapter when she gets packed, Arcanak is like surrounding Yama because Kid Yama's asleep in the little in a little tower. So I'm like, Is she an agent's host, low key? We didn't know that because she's to protect my children in general. But her illegitimate child, excuse me, from like blood is Yama. So I think Yama's the one that inherited it. So it's pretty interesting. Papa Dog, Baylord Wang. That sounds nasty. I don't know why. Baylord Wang. He said Thomas. We talk about how sexy Nen Nen is though. I don't dislike her. The horn's not moving me, but other than that, yeah, I feel it. So SLU recently posted on Twitter one of his pictures from season two, Bam, because he was rereading or reminding himself. Hopefully that means he'll remember Rand. Fingers crossed, honestly, because we need Rand, and I want him to kind of reacclimate himself with the way he set things up and structured his story, so that he doesn't kind of deviate. So that'll be dope. And Kid Doom was pretty cute. I agree. I agree. I We didn't get to see a kid Paul or baby Paul, but yeah. What are my thoughts on Nen Nen? So you remember the first panel of Yama we see in season three? There's a shadow in the water. Do you think that's the ancient indicators? Oh, that would be crazy. Like set up foreshadowing and like sprinkling that in there. I don't because a lot of people thought it was something. I thought it was just like trying to make him look scarier because of like the way they tried to make Yama use fear and whatnot, and because of his fear Shinsu passive. But I wouldn't put it past that now. I actually thought Arcanak looked a little bit like Yasracha's complete transformation, but I was completely off on that. I was completely off. He could just use full beastification. That just happens to be how he looks, from what I can tell. Nen claimed Doom and Racer as her own. Ain't too many women like her. Nah, not really. I mean, I'm not mad at anybody who doesn't really want to do something like that, but it was really nice because even Doom was like, no, that's my mom. Like you ask Doom, that's my mother, So I can respect that. As far as Nen Nen goes, I don't have any strong impressions. Unfortunately, she comes across as a bit of a plot device. She's being used to kind of motivate and push the story forward and give us a greater understanding of current time context, present time context. I don't dislike her though. I thought that kind of moment in the first of all, I got scared, bro. That nigga was drinking after Traumer's like, breed it. And I was like, oh no, please don't do it. I don't want to see this. Then after she turned around, she's like, is it because you love me or because she was told? And after he's like, you're lying, but thank you for lying for me. I kind of respect that. That's probably my favorite move from her. The little flower shit that we're descended from flowers, that wasn't moving me. Thank you for the false slander, but that wasn't moving me. But she's solid and she's about her children. And I could respect the fact that even though um, Wang Wang was forced to make Paul with someone else, she still loves them, wants to be with them, and still someone I guess considers them all her children, which is very very fascinating. But I would have actually liked to have seen Doom's mom, even if she was someone kind of unimportant, unassuming. I would have liked to see. I would have liked to see it. And oh, we have a proper term for all of these people, by the way, a beastman or beastkin. So like the rat people and the feline people, Tura, the goat man, the goat who's gonna take out Yasracha. I ain't forget. I ain't forget. He's over there plotting. He's gonna do it. Shout out to Tura. I think Yamo fighting in his sleep is Arcanine controlling him and defending him. That would make sense, honestly, because they say like it's hard to wake him up, right? So when he's asleep, his backstory for me is better for Yas and Trauma than dog couples. I feel it. But let's kind of go through some stuff now. All right, so let's kind of go through it because this will be a good refresher for me too. Let me close this part. Boot me back to the top, yeah, and then go back down. You two don't know anything. Your father and and we were right about Yasracha and like Yamon. Those guys, they're just pets to the or trifles, which is Trauma Ray's favorite word. I assume if anyone's read the Fast Pass, like the official like line Fast Pass, does Trauma Ray use creatures or does he use the word trifles? If you guys know if you read it, because I've only read the alpha version. But the other version I read, he used to say, "Bring that lowly creature to me," or "creature to me." But this one, he's also using the word trifles. I just wish that Yas would have been that eager to help Wang Wang a bit more laid back. I guess I feel that. I think Dude's mother is a bird person just because he has bird wings. That'll be yeah. It comes across to me that it might like Is Ned a Houndborn or just a Beastkin? Because I don't know. Like the horn is kind of throwing me off. That's not that could be possible. Like he's like crossbreeding the different types of Beastkin. Because like what if Roby, their lion one, had made it with like some like feline person or something? That'd be interesting. And and it seems that like the seems that what was I gonna say? I lost my train of thought. Fuck. I hope it comes back to me. But he's just a random person from the battlefield. I think so do I. I think he just wanted to see what happened. I guess. So it's like the war era. So the Pine Needle Workshop is what it was called. I remember now, right? So they were creating beast skin by combining the genes of animals and people in the tower. So there is no such thing as like an actual full blooded houndborn. They're human beings who were experimented on, who got forced to have like amphibian, reptile, canine, feline, chondrichthyes DNA, right? Cause you're a shark person or shark bitch, shark person, whatever, right? I think she's a natural beastskin. The question is from the same workshop as Yas and Wagner. You think she's natural? Okay, that's interesting. His other positions were a third wheel. Does Traumaray have a position beside Anima? It looked to me like he seemed to be I don't say competent with the spear, but he did pull one out to kind of stab and then nail it, and then with it. So, but yeah. And here we kind of get the backstory of these guys. You know what? You know what I will say though. I will say this because I don't know if you guys noticed this because I think this is interesting to know. Do you remember how in the blog post a while ago, right? Not a while, yeah, years ago, like when we were first talking about the Bay Road. There we go, Bay Road and Baylord Yama. Remember, his story was tied to a mort that he escaped and he came back. Now he obviously with through retroactive continuity he changed that to have the story with the three brothers. But I would argue that this backstory somewhat takes a little bit of inspiration from his initial Yama backstory because they're in the workshop, right? Being experimented on, so to speak. Yas Ratcha wants to escape. All the Beastkin do not want to be subjugated by the local Bia family. It just happens to be that Wang Wang, even though he's a dog supposed to be man's best friend, loyal, subservient. He's the only one with true free will that the anima techniques will not work on. But he comes back willingly. Like I feel like he kind of played with his initial blog post statement about Immort, B-roll, and things of that nature. I don't know if anybody else got that I'm feeling, but I did. Uh I gosh, I just read it. Trauma is evil. He may be the worst of all the great warriors. Hey man, I wasn't messing with that guy from back when I learned like he tried to test Elaine and made her like a slave for 1,000 years and shit. So yeah, she might not be natural, but I think about it, there must be quite a few years where other beastskin were being made. True. I like to see that. How relevant do you think Elaine will be in this arc? I would have liked to. I think that SIU has already shown us that she's just going to be playing. She played stock market the game with Tamatoa the Sebastian the Crab. I think we got our answer. Unfortunately, it's not a sexy answer, but it is what it is. I don't think she's gonna really do much because I was hoping that like Holland or somebody who maybe come on the who came to the floor might have been the person that they tried to make her betrothed with. Because remember, it's been 1,000 years, so it's very possible that that man, that person for the test is already a ranker and or high ranker or a high ranking person that would be a family. That's what I was hoping. I do not think we're gonna get that. I think she's off. She's been relegated to more side character stuff. I hope I'm wrong though. I would love to be wrong. Um, how's it going? How's it going so far? Irrelevant. I can't say that yet. Also, chance to be worse. I would say Trauma Ray's the type of person I hate. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now, Jahaz is the biggest dickhead. I mean, Trauma Ray's not a good person. Am I loud? Trauma Ray is not a good person, but I already knew that. Like Gustang, like one thing that's very a common denominator, I would say. Actually, no, what? All things considered, urine didn't have that type of energy with her lips. Thank you for the follow with that type. But Gustang is very condescending. A bug is a bug. Urek, we're above all these people. Then now we're seeing you saw Jihad how he talks about himself. I was the number one fisherman. I was the king. Yada yada. Like these guys are like Very much all have a god complex. Like, I'm better than you. I'm looking down on you guys. I'm an irregular. I'm one of the 13 great warriors. Family head, help restructure the tower, bring whatever, whatever. Like, they all have that high and mighty complex, which is why I've always taken such a liking to Urek, because despite how strong he is, and he's very proud of his strength, he's a self-proclaimed champion of the tower. He'll still look out for the little guy. He'll see a guy like Hell Joe, just a whole repairman, and try to help him out. I like that. Urine is the only one that I think I got a little bit of a different vibe from, but yeah. Um, Johnson Big Dickhead. If the Grey Wolf branch shows up and she doesn't get to do shit, I'm effing done. Yeah, that's a good point. But from what we know, it's just the big-footed owl, P Diddy, Pooh Diddy. We got Perseus, the white stallion or white horse, depending on what translation you're going by. And then we had the Widow, Garment Widow, the Dark Souls boss, Spider Mommy. So so yeah. Try wants to go away forever, yo. Facts. I just hope she has at least a bit of interaction with local Bia. I would like that too, honestly. They on that bug is a bug time. Lady here with the list. What's up, Vince? I don't know if you wanted to drop it. I don't know if you're caught up. Big footed drift. Need more urine? Facts. But urine is still bad because her clan is split between her kids and she doesn't care. Oh, I hear what you're saying. I mean, none of them's perfect. I'm not saying them are perfect, but I'm just saying like the from the little interaction I got from her, I didn't just get straight up condescension. I guess is what I'm saying. So, how did you guys feel about the kind of freedom, the freedom theme here, where it's like even though Roby's the king of the lion, the king of the jungle, the lion, king of the beast, if you will. You got Yas Ratcha. Cats are supposed to be free spirited and carefree and selfish. But dogs are the ones that are supposed to be loyal, subservient, and man's best friend. But he's the only one that truly cannot be controlled by the beast tamer's animal techniques. I'm sure the Lopobia family head could probably control him. I don't think anyone he can't control because he can control people. But how do you guys feel about that theme? That he's the only one who willingly is actually actively searching for a master. Because I think it's an interesting concept to tackle. I don't know if I fully love how it's executed. I don't think it's poorly executed. I was arguing I think it could have been done a little better. I think when he starts to struggle with Nenea, it gets a little more interesting. But just curious. I wonder if Elaine's still one of the branch leaders or at least a candidate. Don't tell me she lost out on being a president for some mid. I think so. I think she's done. She got relegated to like paying off her family's debt, but even they're just squandering it. She was remember she was on the name hunt station for like 1,000 years. She wasn't there for like 10. She been there as Kaiser. She forgot her own name. That's how long she was on the name hunt station. Alfine told, I believe, Bam and Guerrero and stuff, and he told her what her name was. She forgot that shit. What's up, Abda? My guy. But yeah, I like that personality actually changed, not just the power was gained. Fair enough. I fuck with it. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay. So young Yas Ratchet to me hasn't really changed a lot. I do think it's a little interesting that they said that there were two of the Beastkins that actually survived to the end, but they were actually not the strongest ones. Later on, when they meet again, they said that out of some of the Beastkins, they were not even the strongest too, which I find intriguing. Do you think that those Beastkins are still running around and are possibly still stronger than Yasracha and or Wang Wang, or do you think that over time those two obviously took over? And when we get to Yasaracha's implementation to Lopobia family, I actually find it interesting how he became basically a household pet who kind of elevated his status. It even has a pretty powerful faction in the Lopobia family. I find it all to be intriguing because remember he got the name Lopobia last wow Yas Racha, but the loyal one got the name Baylord, which is not even a Lopobia family. Now I find all that intriguing. I don't like it. Plus, the fact dogs are subservient is just generalizing. Humans tamed wolves into dogs, and we have now it's not their nature. Is that well? You know what? That's not a good point because that's a good point because I know a bit about wolves and and wolf packs and the alpha and stuff like that. So you might be onto something. Honestly, we just subjugated them. We use anima on them. That's crazy. I enjoyed it for what it is. All right. I think. I think it was their personalities that helped them survive. Like the stronger one probably tried to use brute force around like animals and got murked. Kind of depressing, spending 10 centuries stealing and trading identities for a family that doesn't even love you just for you to forget your own. Delane deserves justice. Thank you. Thank you. Anyways, went to the tower. They met again in the forest as regulars, and they're like, "Eck, you are? Wow!" So they're there talking. Do you guys like Wag Wag's design, by the way, just out of curiosity? I think Yasracha looks good in all of his forms. He has one outfit I don't like. There's one outfit where he had like a cardigan on with the collar, and it doesn't suit him. It don't look good on him at all. How do you feel about the designs? We need hyenas in this tower so they can just giggle and laugh. We need Whoopi Goldberg to play one of the hyenas. I think it's all part of the theme though about control, submission, etc. It ties into Adama, control, and Lopa be a family. You're right, Vince. That makes sense. Elaine deserves better. I know, man. Elaine's one of my favorite characters, so I always wish that she got better. Her and Rand and Anak, especially in my opinion. Wang. I almost said Wang Wang. That's crazy. Wagnan deserve better. But yeah, I like Yasimar saying. Mm-mm-mm. Look at the little booty shorts. So yeah, things just starts following him. So these guys have a pretty long history. I think he kind of looks like Dang Dang Loki, but yeah. So actually, I remember this part. I thought it was funny. I was trying to find this part. So remember when he's talking about all things he's mastered. I've mastered administration, cooking, doing the laundry, living alone. I'll do all the chores over time in the tower, and then I got a housekeeping and cooking license as well as a survival and driver's license. He said, "I'm whipping it. I'm chefing it. I'm organizing. I could do it all. Don't worry. You can do what you got to do." I said, "Hold on. It's just a that's a strong, independent woman." Nah, Wagner don't deserve better. Wag, he's important because of his lineage. I'm not a Wagner fan, so I felt that in my heart, in my soul. I really did, but like he's important. So he clears bad. Wagner the goat. Hey, talk to him. Let him know. But yeah, he don't sleep that much too. So he's like he forced himself around him. But remember, it's funny because he calls him buddy, and he's like the whole time he's like I'm like your master. He's like it's like a cat can't be my master. Fuck wrong with you, boy. Not gonna lie, looking forward to seeing what Jinsung does. Need to be reminded how raw he was. Yeah, like I think it's probably do you think it's too much for him to fight um Pooh Diddy and Holland? I think Holland might not be an issue for him unless he's got a lot of potential we don't know about, and that's really why, as a hatchling, he got brought on this mission. But Perseus and P Diddy are supposed to be OD strong, amongst the strongest three. If my memory serves me correctly, there's five branches that are supposed to be really strong. So the three strongest, so to speak, according to White Stallion or White Horse, is Perseus, P Diddy, the Bigfooted Owl, and Garment Widow, the spider mommy. Then they were saying there was two people apparently that could like stand in for the leaders or the family head or family leaders, which to me tells me there's two that are at least comparable, if not a little above them. I don't know if that's more like a they could administrate and dictate stuff better or just straight up stronger. And then I think is what it is. Because I'd probably slot Yas Ratcha's crew in that 10 to 7 spot. Just based off what I've read. But I could be totally off about that. Did sucks that both Calvin and Machining with reverse flow control? Fair enough. Good point. I think Tuna's unfair for a man who was in cycles 5 minutes ago. We need to actually have a fight. I hope he packs him. But yeah. Um also I I don't know if you guys remember the line verbatim, but remember when Yasaracha was fighting with? No, wait a minute. Can that what did Yama actually inherit from his father? Because as far as we know, Papa Baylord could not be controlled by anima techniques, but we did see Yama get controlled by Days from Yasaracha. I wonder if now that he has the fang, it won't work. Because I remember him saying something like, "Just like your father, you have the will to not be dominated," or something like that. I can't remember what he said. I have to go back and look at the fight. I gotta go check that. I gotta go check that. Transformation from his father. It's hard to gauge animas with their own ability and their pet. I'm actually gonna check something real quick. Let me go on Webtoon. Bear with me for a moment. I gotta find that line because it's gonna bother me. Okay, when does Yama get his ass beat? It's like around here, right? He pulls out. All right, so they're fighting here. Blah blah blah. They're still going at it. Lethal move, atomic strike. I fought enemies before, but I want to kill someone's Baji. Makes my blood boil. This is what you call a character transformation? I bet you never gets a million years. Who gave you that right? So see, here he's starting to actually showcase his history and knowledge because he's a beastkin, and he's like a first generation one too. So you can do it too. So Yama's kind of like the frog in the well. He's just ignorant of the world around him, you know. What the heck are you talking about? Blah blah blah. You'll be dead, you bastard. Impressive power. His attacks came alive. He's just like his father in that respect. So he says that. So that's he's talking about power so far. Both odds transformers. Only 5 minutes left. I'll rip you to pieces, kitty. Blah blah blah. He's gotten stronger. I can't take his attack. Cancel his attack out now. Was that all he said? More impressive if your body was transformed. Look, you're avoiding it. You'll be dead anyway. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. I forgot how long these chapters are. Sometimes they were just fighting this whole chapter. They were just scrapping. This was good. I remember this part where Yasuacho was like, "Bro, you don't disrespect me. You think this was gonna work, bro?" Atomic strike. Strange. He's right. Bigger and bigger. What is this feeling? Feeling what? Feeling the animals are true territory. Actually, you have your own special right. The right to not be dominated by anyone. It's the right that only a few in this tower have. Okay, that's what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. Okay. Do you think the Fang came from Baylord Wang? I do. I do think it's related to him. I think it came from him. Um, to be honest, he's really done with this shit. He's probably like, why does every nigga F with turn to be out the Simp, Jihad, Arlene, Gastang, Erasure, Yihan, Ari? I bet he probably had to get protection for Urek, and then nigga turns to be one of the strongest Simp in the tower. Alongside Jihad, oh my mama, I swear to God, Bam, don't let Chamare do a background check on you. Rachel's my star days. Rip to Cabbage Liborg. Oh yeah, that's done. That's done. I thought it was one of the three fangs. Th- Damn, you're right. Is there three? Damn it! I gotta reread some season three stuff because that case says not. Yo, that's an essay. That's fine. Um, Tower of Sips. Hold on, I'm turning the light on. It's so dark over there. Okay, so the last I want to check one more thing. Your father had that right too. What, my father? It's not a right anyone can have. I was surprised when I first found out that you have it, but unfortunately, it looks like you're going to lose that right to me. When you were very young, after your father had found your brother doomed trying to run away with you and your brother to save you, Paul just a baby. You were young and clueless in such a deep sleep that you couldn't even wake up. Do you think that it's because Arcanak was inside him or something? Like, why was Yama in such a deep sleep? You know, he sleeps. When he sleeps, it's hard to wake up. But I found that interesting. I think there's a reason about it. And he accepted. Ah, yes, I have the fang, which could bind you forever. Been destined to be dominated by me. Against for your brother, of course. You kids will never escape my grasp. Which is all cappity cap. So the primordial fear is probably why he could be controlled. But I think he did inherit his father's ability to not be controlled by anima. But I think it's because of that. I think now that the fangs in him and he's all whatever now mode, I don't think Days or any anima tamers that's not the local be a family head could control his actions anymore. The question is there a way for him to somewhat give that to other canines, or is that like you said, like his father only has that right? Because Doom doesn't have it, and neither does Paul. So interesting. think so too. One thing I love about the flashback is how it helps clarify things way back in the Cage arc. All of season 3 led to this flashback. I will say this: a lot of things in the Cage, in retrospect and in hindsight, make a lot more sense now that we have this knowledge. I will say that. That much is true. All right, sorry. Let's keep going though. He wasn't really talkative. Be a servant of mine. There's no such thing. A colleague. I asked Wang Wang. Is it probably yeah? So Yasmetro's not a fool. He knows that they will come back to retrieve him one day when they're rankers, but he wants to run away. He's like, "Do you have a dream?" And he's like, "I do." Like, yeah, so nonchalantly, "I do," to serve a master. Like he wants to serve somebody, and like I can't get with that. Like I'm like I have a problem with authority, personally speaking. I'll be honest. This is why I need to work for myself. So this don't resonate with me. I'm more on the Ass Ratchet side, but I'm probably gonna do a video speaking about the contrast of having the free will but choosing to serve and not having it, wanting to be free and being forced to serve. I'm probably gonna do a little video like that. So we were smoking on that Nen Nen pack. On God, she got packed up, bro. Weren't they saying Bagarav because he couldn't be controlled? Studying? Is that true? Because he has a bit of canine DNA in him too. And I know at some point his body was going through something, but I can't with the Mad Dogs. The Mad Dogs are Elliot, Bagarov, whoever the last one is. I don't really care about them. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm telling you, Yama is folding trauma in the future. SU setting up the revenge up. That would be really crazy to be killed by the I guess the son of a pet of arguably your most loyal pet. That would be kind of like poetic justice. I kind of like that coming full circle. I do. He wants to sever because that's the instinct he was created with. Yeah, but still. But yeah, anyways, calm down and overcome your instincts, you idiot. Even though you didn't have one either. But yeah, he kept this. I want to have you and take you away from that master, and I'll teach you you don't need one. How does that sound? So a cat cannot be my master. And then they kind of go on. He's wagging his tail. A lot later, 100 years have passed. They're A rank regulars. The workshop gathered us back. What a master! I think this is where we meet Kirin, right? I think it's a pretty cool design. Wag Wag was happy about it, but he's like, obviously, I don't want to be here, bro. That's whack. You don't need a master. Finding and serving a master, blah blah. Like they just basically arguing back and forth about not serving. But Doom's father is willingly gonna go, and he wants to. He wants to. He thinks he's weird for it, but it is how he's gonna live. He's just not. He's not. He's. I guess he's one of those people who doesn't fight against. You ever met somebody who doesn't fight against reality? Like they always accept the position they're in and just kind of just it is what it is. He kind of seems like that a little bit. They were studying Bagarav, blood infusion maybe. He wants to sever that. Oh, I think this shows that the workshop might come for Horiang and Kasano for sure. As ignition weapons for sure. But I think what it is like it comes across to me to some degree that even if they've tested you, they've run experiments on you and they throw you into the climb. If you're not capable of making it to at least like A rank, they're not gonna. They don't care. Like if let's say Kasano died as a D rank regular, like this is a failed experiment. Back to the lab again with Yash Ratchet and Doom. Doom's father, you see their A rank regulars about to crack into the ranks. We're like, yo, you guys are, come back. So people from the Caribbean, descent, don't like authorities. I feel the same way. Oh yeah, big monting on one. All right, let's part ways here. So yeah, they parted ways. He gonna go serve his mas, hard ass. I saw today. Yeah, they said the last time that they saw him, they saw each other as the regulars, and yeah, he started to share his power and created his own faction a little bit of, and then he got his crew got bodied, and he was forced to come back. So let's talk about that part because I think Yas Ratcha's subjugation to the family is very interesting because he was literally a pet. The cat tower was probably where Trauma Ray had him playing, which he used for this game, which I find interesting. And then he started to find. Yeah, interesting. So this thing looks dangerous. There's a beast, and then we see Kirin, Lopo Bia Army top taming officer, Lopo Bia Kirin. I like his design. I like the black bandages wrapped around him. Well, I don't wonder what he is though. They can comfort Kassan all they want. That lame ass. Yeah, I don't really care to comfort him. I feel that. This part of Flashback confirmed A rank to be the last for regulars, possibly having the biggest disparity in power rankings. Didn't wasn't that already the assumption? It goes E D C B A ranker, upper ranker, high ranker. I thought we always thought that. I never thought there was gonna be like I didn't think it went like A S rank and then thingy. So just like Satan, I feel that. The ignition weapon experiment was requested by FUG for Bam and the Thorn. Are they really gonna find them since the project was a success? We'll see. Let's do info. How do you think Yama and Yas Ratchet will conclude? This is the thing I've been racking my brain about because it's like it seems to me that Yama through the Fang got some type of memory of his father. I think what he knows and doesn't know will dictate how this goes, how this fight goes, because now it seems that Yama's like playing and not really here to. I don't think Yama wants to kill him anymore, or whatever. But if Yama still feels that he's responsible for the death of a lot of the Houndborns and still needs to do that for his people, I think Yama will go for like really beat him and go for the kill. But I can honestly, won't lie to you, I could see them talking it out, but I honestly think it's gonna get interrupted by something. Yasiracha seems to be cool with his position in the Jihad Empire right now, so I don't know. It's a really really good question. I think Yama knows about Arkanak now. Okay. Oh, huh, might be that. Yeah, he's a tamer, and that's the cat tower. And remember, he has the leash on because they can't actually. You know when I first saw him, this guy holding wag wag. I thought it wag 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 wag. I thought it was Kanzo. I thought it was Kanzo for a quick second. I won't even lie to you. Trauma gonna call his cat and see the brothers. I could kind of see that because Trauma Ray's here. It'll be interesting to look at him. Like I wonder if Trauma Ray sees Yama, could immediately tell that's just like the son of whatever, and he also has the power to not be subjugated, so to speak. I could see them working it out, and really soon after Yasracha will be killed by Trauma or something. There's that too, where it's like the truth of his initial betrayal, actually, even setting up Wag Wag to escape when Nenea comes to light and he takes him out. And honestly, in a very weird way, that would kind of work if somehow Caliban is allowed back into the army. Does he just become the fifth corps commander now? Do we move Lyborg to the fifth? Like, it's interesting to think about. Still, though, it seems he would have been a bitch and still interested in serving Trauma Ray if plan went smoothly because even though he promised his wife about the end, he still really went back on his words and he wanted to and he wanna be mad at the family he had for killing her. Like my nigga, at least commit to one thing. Yeah, he's very confused. Obviously, he's fighting against his love and his nature. All of FUG needs to bail. Call loose they can get everyone out of there. I thought the statue dudes in Record of Ragnarok can leave him alone. I feel like Yasasha wants Yama to kill him and take the Fang and become the ultimate beastskin. Like he's done with it all. Yes, Ratchet doesn't come across to me as someone wants to die, but I'm not mad at that. Itachi type relationship with Yama SIU. He said he's one of the villain, more like a rival. We need the Gustang to save the day. Facts. Gustang coming. The plan was to set up for fail from the jump. Yes, Ratchet wanted to leave him with no other option than to leave. Yeah, it's true. Gustang the true savior? He might be. Pull it out, baby. You're here. Everyone kneel and bow your heads. The head of the Lopapia family speaking. What? What did you just say this now? Family head? Don't tell me the person that called me and is the family Lopapia cat. After I finally learned how absurd and distinct the entity called the family head is, from now on, you are my pet. Whew. It's been 1 year since I dragged to the ship, so I think it's what he's playing in the cat tower. He couldn't refuse. He's a pet. He's disgusted by it. He just runs around the cat tower because he said cat's supposed to do. But Yama's dad is training. He's fighting beastkins. He's getting stronger and he's gonna become a pack leader. Unlike him, who's just like just doing whatever the fuck he wants, kind of. Play around. Sometimes I ignored commands from the higher ups. However, the family head didn't seem bothered by my attitude at all. Wang Wang, who served him loyally with present hardships while I was not present, had a leisurely life. What a disgusting person he is. So now you got some freedom from being a good pet. And the first thing he goes to do is go to see Wang Wang. And he's like, bro, I'm not leaving. Nigga is really a dog. Like, he in a cage. He got the leash on. Like, bro, there's just no fucking way. Listen, I don't think Wang Wang's a bad character, especially in terms of how he's being used to portray certain themes and whatnot in the narrative. I don't like him though. I don't. I can't get behind this personally. But though death making trauma right cry, he's probably like, you left me for Eurasia. We were best friends. Why do you all simp? So yeah. Trauma Ray all sitting in a dark room. I need Trauma Ray face mask. I kind of like it. You think it's because he's like, I want to breathe the air of these commoners? I'm curious about how strong Yama is after getting all the fangs that can control Arcanak. Stronger than Ivanko. I, don't, I have no. I gotta stop. I gotta stop making fun of Ivanko. I'll stop. That's a lot. Stop. I gotta stop. I wonder why he got a mask. Yeah, I was thinking that too, Red. I might lose it if you get a flashback for Trauma before you enter the tower. Like, did you have a cat or a dog? Bro, I can't take Wag Wag seriously. Like, man is a bozo. That's my problem. Like, I want to, like, it's just like, I can't with him. I don't think it's a writing issue thing. It's a personal thing with me. Like, I'm like, how could you live like this? I'm disgusted. Like, ew. Ew. This is one of the longer chapters we read, by the way. And he has no complaints about his life. He's cool with it. And I think, this is where you meet Roby? Yes. Remember who I am. I'm the beast kid who took in the lion, but even him as a lion, he still gets subjugated. Yo, Wagwan reminds me of Dang Dang. He does in terms of how he looks too. A human controlling a human, impossible. But he's like, nah, bro, we can't escape. And in some ways, as a result of his free will, he becomes um a pillar of light, so to speak, for the other beastkin because maybe he could free them all. So there's two branch families here having conflict, and yes, Ratcha has actually risen enough in the ranks that now he gets called for like certain meetings. So yeah, hold on. He adopted a loyal dog and I was a cat in the palace with trust that the family house bestowed a high position and started to get involved in the family's big decisions. And here he just has killed them both. And the leader looked at me like, that's cool. Do as you wish. Just a whim of mine, the method of the cat. Killed them both. He didn't care what I did. I shall solve this problem for since it's our Lord's command. After I arrived here, time kept flowing. They were brave for it. Is this the part where we? I want to get to the part. Oh yeah, there's Baby Doom. This was cool to see. He said, "Yo, that guy just like breed it." I like Lobby's design a lot too. I really do. Roby, I like his design a lot too. I really do. I like it. I think it looks cool. I can understand that, but people have their own instinct and personality, I guess. Yeah. And obviously, they've been like, it seems like it's hard to fight against it naturally. So it's not like I'm not like bashing the writing here. It just it personally makes me sick. Like you know how like I think God Hofra is a great character in Kubera. I just don't like him. That's all it is. I like the Lion Beast kid so do I. I want him to like be important. I want to see him. I respect that. Wag was like the beta version of Yama. They had some bugs to work out. Yama and Paul look the best to me. My position. I want to see. I want to get to the part with thing. There we go. The middle area. So remember, this is like the warring state and whatnot. So part of me is wondering if this is still them trying to subjugate things in the tower. A question I have for you guys is, in terms of the natives, I don't or the ancients, how powerful do you think they truly are? And do they kind of work like if you guys read or watch Naruto, like Jinchuriki? Because in this latest chapter, it seemed like Arcanat could not at least exert his full power because Nen was a weak host. But also to bring this many people and a hologram of Jihad for one ancient, they must be really, really powerful, or at least a very, very potent weapon that you don't want running around. At least you want it on your side or out the way. I'm not sure what you guys think about that because I found that interesting. It really was poetic because in the end, he wasn't even able to become a good family man nor a great loyal servant. He actually ended up betraying both of them in the end. It's some actual beta behavior I can't get behind. I feel that. Tell someone to breed is absolute insanity. Conrad's like, fuck, now I'm trying to watch. I'm joking. I wonder if the betrayal he mentioned was Arlene, Gus Dex, and everyone. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I brought it up. I brought it up a couple times, but to me, it seems like when he talks about like everyone that he cares about loves falls in love with someone or something and betrays him. I think he's talking about Arlene and V, Arlene and Jihad, Gustang and Eurasia, probably Ari Han, and Urine. Like all of them got together and got and maybe they were really close or he was close to a couple of them, and they started to drift as they developed their own relationships. But Trauma Ray, why don't you get some fucking pussy, bro? In their peak, I'm sorry, in their peak, like at the top of the tower, like back. Okay, maybe like Jinchuriki, I see them close to his family head is why they were about to be link deleted to Rakdos, man. I could see that's kind of what I was thinking. Like as far as natural, I guess natural beings in the tower, they rank as amongst naturally the strongest. I don't think they're necessarily comparable to a family head, but maybe like the second thing in in comparison to them, I don't know. Because it seems like it takes a lot to take one out or to get one. So just seeing Jihad there with his cape in the wind, honestly, is fucking raw. This is so fucking raw. The hologram for inspection. Even so, that's the first time that person is the reuse panel, the king of the tower, and then here you kind of get like them talking about he starts talking about how he wanted to go all out for the first time, and this is where we see the ancient Arcanet come out, and yeah, let's go. Then P Diddy's like, let's get it, let's get it, let's get it. Yeah, that was really like a good kind of intro to it. Excuse me. Trauma to the little brother of the group, kind of like if like a Gustang and Jihad or like Yama and Doom, he's Paul. He's a little baby bro. Agents are a threat to the family, and that's why Jihad went on his way to get rid of them. Fair enough. Fair enough. I think there's a lot of truth to that. Trauma is someone wild. The guy sits on the throne, throne of DNA. You seen like the so that's just me, right? You seen. Okay, that wasn't just me. Like the double helix. Like I really thought like you just that's just like the DNA just around him. See, just like they're like, Alec, you're like go get some go touch some grass, bro. Trauma is a pro mass advocate. Yeah, yeah. He's social distance. he up yeah, above everybody. He's social distancing. John Ray about the only here to dominate beast. That's about it. I feel that John Ray probably fuck with the Dawn heavy because he don't give a fuck about the Dawn just clapping cheeks all day. Zohar always raw until you find out he's a simp. Here's the thing though. Is it all right. Is it raw to kill to kill the son of the woman you love because you're like fuck that nigga V's DNA? That kid can't live. Is that raw or just I'm just asking questions here. I don't know. I feel y'all though. I feel y'all. Hey man, love makes us do some things sometimes. Also making babies with them maybe. Yeah. Your heart killed baby Bam when V was still alive. Like killing killing babies raw. That's not what I said. What I all I'm saying is if there was a way to get some get back, not like cheating, he didn't take out V. He said, "Yo, I'm taking that child, the holy union of you guys mating together, breeding and having a child. I'm killing that. The 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 result of your love is that's what I'm taking out. I was asking questions, bro. Not psychotic. That's Omega. He said that's Omega Beta. Oh my god. And V can do anything. V is trash. That's both raw and insult at the same time. So he wag wang. He can't make a choice. He in the middle. That's funny. So we got Arcanak here, P Diddy, and after that, I think the initial plan was to make everybody fight and help weaken it and whatnot. It's insane. Why didn't tell us this what we were fighting against? Yeah, how? Woo. Okay, so this is important. I don't forget about this. So the person with the trident on top of this cat is this not the cat that Yas Ratcha currently has? And does this design remind anybody of Elaine in terms of the hairstyle? I'm just curious to know if this might be a an ancestor of Elaine to some degree. I don't think this is the White Wolf branch, but I just found the hair design to be very similar to Elaine. Could just be a coincidence thing or a reused asset, so to speak. But that is that. But does that look like the cat that Yas Ratcha has? Is that just me? Is it a gray wolf? You think so? You think it's a gray wolf? Let me look. Let me take another gander. I guess I don't see whiskers. You could be right. I don't know. Maybe if I get a better angle of it, I might I might be able to know. Okay. One odd eye cobra hype. A no, that ain't the same cat. Okay, fair enough. When he met the child again, he said, "I thought I killed your ass," and choked him again. I know he ragdolled him. Yes, like bro, I was waiting to ask about her. Elena is the first person I thought of when I saw her. So did I. I see the resemblance. V hit it, steal it first, while Jahal was wearing leggings in a cave and on his knee. That looked like no cat. So maybe I'm blind. Never mind then. So it's a wolf, I guess. My fault. It's a wolf. Shoot. I want a better angle. I don't see whiskers though. I guess so. You guys might be right. So the H is going crazy and stuff. It's fighting tremendous power. What even is that thing? And then it does something to like stop time almost and like control people and stuff. And I think there's a part where we really see in action how what you call it Wang Wang can like not be subjugated. This was interesting here. What do you call this world again? What I see that you're able to keep your mind intact in my realm. It seems that the cats are whimsical and unpredictable animals. What about cats? However, that's only your instinct. I see there's another interesting being that rejects the blessings of being able to overcome its instincts. What? Look over there. What's happening? Everyone's just standing still. Yes, Ratcha? It's like everyone's time except has stopped except mine. Now, I do have one question about this. Let me read the comments real quick first. Yes, Cat more like Brown, I think. Okay, fair enough. Hit it with the domain expansion. That time stopping kind of wild. Arcanak when he said Sawarto Tokyo Tomare. You think the Snake branch is gonna pull out one of those eye combos against Bam? It's possible. Bam gonna make it. Yeah, I believe that inside the what you call it the suspendium. What do you think specifically makes Wang Wang not able to be dominated, subjugated, or controlled? Do you think there was something that was different with the experiment? Do you think it's just like one of those things that ties into the fate and destiny of the tower? And it was Yama's kind of fate to inherit that, and then he can challenge Traumare. Like, what are you guys thinking there? Because I could understand why Yama is different because Doom is like the original Houndborn, and then Naya had an ancient, and they bow chicka bow wow, right? So I can get why he's special. But why was Wang Wang the one that was chosen? Or do you think this is one of those things where SIU thought of like the fact that dogs are said to be subservient, loyal, and man's best friend? So we thought it would be interesting to give that one the free will, but let it choose to serve. I'm not sure what you guys are thinking there. I think Yas is equally special to be able to move in that domain to some degree, for sure, for sure. I don't think if you peeped or not, Chame was actually trying to turn Wang Wang into a pimp since he actually put him in three different variety of bitches that niggas started catching feelings. And Chame was like, "Ah, shit, yo, limit, let him rock. You can't fall in love, bro." What if he's not trying to be out here slinging meat? He might just want a nice, loving relationship. But you're right. Trauma, trauma is like breed, bro. Breed. We have time for this love. I think it's the Fang. Okay. Tired of Google, what's popping? Yes, my guy. Fish, how you doing, bro? Like stopping the monster market. I don't know, but don't know how it was needed in what context was worthy. I've been offline for an hour. Really already? Why might have that DNA from the uncontrollable beast from the nest? You mean the hybrider slashing like Simi? Man, stop trying to make Trauma Ray to some anti-is champion. That boy don't have no. Yeah, I know. Like end of the day, Trauma Ray also a bum. He clapping animals and watching horses. No, the one calling Bam. Oh, you mean the the one that said okay. That'll be interesting. Cause he said I could lend you my power, but I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't give a fuck about Bam right now. He's not important. I'm not trying to talk about him. You don't see these beastkin on the screen. You don't see this ancient. Fuck Bam right now, bro. I'm not trying to talk about that nigga. So I want to. So basically, he was curious to monitor him to some degree, but why did he pick Nenea? So he's like a howl, and everybody's like unfrozen, right? Which is lit. Let me see this now. Okay, let me see. I can't see the cat any better. You're all awake. Food. Let's go. And I think now it disperses and goes into net. There's the owl. There's P Diddy. He's coming through now. So he's trying to Fang powers hype. Shaman ran some Zeus shit. I feel that. 'Cause Zeus is actually a freak, bro. And we do have a little bit of Greek with Perseus being the white stallion or white horse. So Megan the Stallion. Okay, it's disappearing. Oh, I don't even know if I told you guys this. This is crazy. He's special. He's strong. He's putting in work. So the battle's over. Okay. So originally, this was my thumbnail. Them Yiddies kind of out. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Cause this is my thumbnail. Yo, YouTube took that shit down. They said, "Hey, no." I'm like, bro, you can't even see nothing. Come on, dog. So yeah, Arcanex host Yama's mother in the future, and the flower is there. How do you feel about her design? Well, you guys said she was pretty. She was pretty. Official translation called him stallion instead of horse. Yeah. I've been using both. The same way I switched between K9 and Houndborns, I was using both. I know they called him the white stallion. I read it this morning, so white stallion was what they called him. I mean, stallion and horse, same thing. So I don't really think it matters that much. I find that the webtoons at times tries to make things sound more overly sophisticated, but that could just be me. I'm not doing a reaction right now. No, we're talking about it. I'm just using this as a visual to kind of go through because I've read a couple of these chapters like a month ago, and I might need to refresher myself. And sometimes I pick up on something I would have forgotten to speak about if I didn't go through the chapter like this. But no, my reaction's already up on Patreon for up until 529. So she's so goddamn bad. Zeus out here, Zeus out here turning himself into seagulls, clapping cheeks of men, women, everything in between. Like he's actually a freak, a monster. I like Owl's owl. Fair enough. I lost my bad. I lost myself for a minute. He said, he said a demon in me came out. All right, so let's keep going. So they have a room there. He's like, why are you doing this? If you want to have a child, just order them. But he's like, there's no meaning behind it. He just wants it's just a whim of his. It's almost like he's trying to test and see if he'll fall in love and betray him. Like someone said earlier, like he's almost setting him up. Oh, I knew you betrayed me. Like he Trauma right low key comes across to me like he has like abandonment issues. Mm-mm. Yeah, Trauma has no game, no game. You don't see all the like people in his family are freaks. Spider, you got Spider Mommy. That boy breeding with a spider. What a freak. So here he's trying to get her to eat. She don't want to eat. She kick it away. He said he'll try to make something better. And then here Roby and Yasmin have a conversation about basically the nature of Doom's father and how he is. But anyways, he's talented because of breaking down people's barriers, but he can do it. A few days later, she sees the flower and she gets excited about the flower. Not sure why. So he's like, yes, I also have a florist license certificate. Look at this guy. This guy is so well rounded. He's like, I could drive. I'm an administrator. I know how to take care of flowers. I'm cooking. I'm doing all this. Shout out to Mike. He got all kinds of licenses. He's out here educated, okay? Certified. Hella degrees. I'll give him credit for that. Let's go, Roby. Yeah, Roby still got some cool design. I hope I see him again. I really do. Wag Wag is so driven by instinct. Why didn't he hit it doggy style though? why why did he go missionary? His instincts weren't working right then, yo. His other instincts came out. Just imagine what Roby will look like with transformation. I know, like the king of beasts. Like I don't even know. He look monstrous. Hopefully the lion is a beast currently. Like yes, I hope so. I hope he's around. I hope he's alive. Maybe you see him someday. He wants to. So yeah. Anyways, he basically gets her to eat. He makes something different, and next time she said to make something else. And then they start going outside. They start talking. There's Yas Ratcha, a beast couple. You can date without whatever. Any progress last night? First of all, Yas Ratcha, you're a fucking freak. Don't you come to me. I'm walking, so y'all niggas fucking yet? Like, bro, shut the fuck up. Don't you come to me talking to me like that. You freak. We don't know how strong Roby is, but he remember the Beastkin had like a final examination, so to speak. So not all of them made it. Yas Ratcha did mention that Doom or Doom's father and himself weren't necessarily the strongest of the Beastkin, and Roby is one that made it to the high ranker level that they are. So I will argue that he's comparable, if not a little bit weaker. It's around their strength, I would say. If he's one of the ones that were stronger than them, maybe at some point, we don't know. But we don't know how they progressed because Doom's father and Yas Ratchet could have been weaker when they were in the Thing workshop, but then as their progression happened, we never know how you know how the growth rates are because some people plateau. They start early, like a 13, they're sick, but they plateau at like 16. Where somebody who was at 13 like this, but they plateau at 22 and actually went above that. So it just depends on what the growth rate was. Same. That's a mess, right? I love when Yas was like, "Fuck." I, that was so cold. Yeah, that's a beast wingman. Yeah, you trying to help out, man. You trying to help out. You trying to help out. Oh, Roby's transformation would be so sick. But anyways, he's like, they say maybe something wrong with you. The woman. He's like, maybe it stink down there. What are you saying? You're a freak. But anyways, he was helping them dating because um things seem to be pretty tame. And so this is the part that I don't know what to make of this. But okay, do you know there were only machines and plants in the tower before history? I don't care for that kind of stuff. There's a saying from the first people were born from plants. That's what they're called big crash, taicho, whatever that means. Now, I don't know if she's just talking shit, if this is true, or just some dumbass thing that she believes. But first people sounds similar to first man. And that sounds to me like whatever the Cha is a descendant of. Did anyone else think that way, or might you think I'm overconnecting? What are your thoughts there? Uh, real talk, Evan would be the best wingman. All pass, all the items. Just saying. Fair enough. Flower Nation and Machine Nation. Doan was from Flower Nation. Machines and plants and some native ones and some workshop type B. Maybe it had something to do with Cha and Doan. That's kind of what I was thinking. See, Doan for the flower part as a forget me not, but I definitely thought of Cha when I saw the first people because Cha is descendant of the first man or first man. I can't remember what it is verbatim, but that's kind of what my mind went. But maybe again. I could be overthinking that. It's possible. But shout out to the Flower Nation. Everything changed when the Machine Nation attacked, bro. Life was different, dog. Sorry, I thought I dropped frames for a second. That is me. Okay, no, I'm good. I actually died of laughing and I started asking, and then she ain't shit as a woman. Just gives the boy some walls already. let a nigga beat. So yeah, not stick of fairy tales. Now, honestly, for a second, I thought low key Yas Ratcha and Nen were gonna get close, and I thought they were gonna Kang. I really did. I got worried. I said NTR and Tower of God. That's what we're doing here. And it didn't happen though. Enough with the flowers. How was nourishing Wang Man? Wang Wang. Wow, I said Wang Man. Blah blah blah. Wants to make a blue. Wang wang. Come to the drawing room. The Lord calls for you. This is the part. This is the part. How's it go with that woman? Yes, things have gotten better. My lord, you have already been taking good care of her. She's gotten brighter. I find it hard to wait any longer. Breed by tomorrow night. You fucking freak. You're a freak. I don't like you. You're a, you're a freaky dude. What is good with you? What is good? What is good with Don't you talk to me like that, bro. Oh shit. So maybe Cha needs some soul to settle down. Shit, maybe. That's actually a good point. I don't think about Cha like that. Neither do I. But I just managed to connect because like Cha I didn't like initially, but I came around him a little bit. Cha needs to get a real fight either way. I love martial arts. So yeah, like I'm Calvin. Don't give them ideas. We might get TOG NTR. NTR hurt, bro. I'll be reading some NTR dojins, and by the time I'm done, I'm hurt or a smut one. I'm like, why y'all do this to me? I'm in so much emotional pain, especially when a nigga go out sad. Usually a nigga go out sad. You be like, come on, dog. What would Doan X Karaka? Oh my god, and Karaka is like a tree. No, no, Karaka, you could pull someone better. Go for Graham or something. Graham is tough. Go for her. Oh yeah, I read. I read Headley. Listen, big man thing gonna go on over here. Okay, Strawberry out here horny as f. Son had his meat out telling him to go breed. He's like, I need new material. I need footage. So yeah, this is the part that started to scare me. Cause he's like, I give you enough time. This is an order. Or are you gonna reject it? He's like, no, I'll do as you command. So he's there. He's thinking about it. I'm like, oh my god, please don't force yourself on her. I don't want to see this. Not on this manga. But I'm like, I don't think SC would do that. She turns around. She's like, which is it? Ordered to you because you love me. And he says, I love you. And he's like, thank you for lying. And then yeah, liar. And then he sucked on some titty meat. Some beautiful, yummy. He was in them cheeks. You think damn, that was pause, Naya. Oh my, I want to say something so wild. Pause. I paused myself. I didn't even say it. Oh my goodness, that was big wild. I was wilding for a second. Anyways, it's all coming together. What did Graham be incest? What it? Wait, who did I say to go Graham? I didn't remember what I said. That's crazy. My bad. You want to see that in One Piece or nah? Well, this is NTR. Well, it did feel weird anime when you walk in the room invited. Cha and Jinsung team up will go crazy martial arts. That'll be dope if they meet. Actually, I like this. They turn to head discussion. We're gonna have that discussion someday. That after Dark Stream is coming. Hope y'all are ready for that. Arlene, a child of friends, technically, V was probably clapping while he was sleeping nearby. When you got some NTR, you did. Yo, you think they're like in the hotel? Jahan asleep. He in the room beside Arlene and Bean. All you hear is, yo, Jahan was sick, bro. He was sick. He was in that room losing his fucking mind. Nah, that shit's crazy, bro. He feels guilty about it. But anyway, she even calls him out on it. You're awake. But looks like their relationship's getting kind of at least got better. It's a lie, but they promise you one thing. Just basically, she just like promised you one thing: protect our children over your command, your over the master. So she got pregnant. They reported. Now, see, you're also a fucking freak, bro. What's this sudden development? Maybe Wag is a much better guy than I thought. Why are you cock watching? Why are you meat peeping? Leave him alone. So many freaks in this family. I'm so tired of them. That man a cock. Man, he the meat meister. Like, stop watching him. Why are y'all like this? Just like I'm reading this, I'm like, bro, do you know how uncomfortable I would be if someone was thinking about me like that? Like, huh? Neither, like, bro, don't you be thinking about me like that. He said, "Say it, you coward." Nah, I'm not saying it. I'm not saying it. Shoot. Maybe he's teaching her a technique. They've been together, dating for like 6 months. He did the deed. I mean, stealing all the daughters from him had NTR villain gene. Yes, he said F you and your wife. Let me. Yeah, he really did. Everyone be watching Wang Wang. They, you think Trauma had on the big screen? And at the big screen, he took his mask off. He lit some candles. He took off his cloak. He got the Jergens lotion, and he said, "Sound on." All right, this stream is starting to it's turning into some wild. There's baby Yama. Look at the guy. Look at him right there, yo. This family really is sick. I don't. Elaine, get out of there, bro. Family full of weirdos. Oh, she got NTR. She did low key because I mean, I guess kind of respect her. Like, I mean, I don't know, cause I guess did they ever officially become a couple? I guess yeah, they did. But the orders are the orders. I think she knew about it. But I respect her for at the very least still raising Doom as her own. That's really cool. Family to couple each other. This is why I can't rock with Wang. Dude couldn't even set aside his nature for his kids. And then they can. Yeah, that is low key where my respect for him is. It's like I understand your nature, and like someone said earlier, it's kind of like a sad death because he betrayed everything. He didn't. He wasn't a good servant, and he wasn't a good lover, and he wasn't a good father or anything, or really a friend or whatever. Like he just failed in all aspects. Like to me, if there was something to turn your back on, to turn your back on child for, it was for your children. I would have respected that. He is cute. Zahar, the reason I have these goggles is so I don't see myself getting cocked no more. He blocking it. Mother, you're finally back. So there's Doom. I heard that the news my sibling was born. Is it a boy? Yes. He's a healthy and handsome brother. Of course, he's not as good as you. I'm like, bro, why did you say that to him? But then she said it to him like, oh, you have to take care of him because he's a big brother. Yes, mother. And y'all, what did she say? Y'all better not fight, right? I think she said something like about not fighting. Y'all shouldn't fight each other, okay? I said, yikes. Yikes. Them niggas fighting. She cool though. I have no problem with her. Trusted and loved each other. Aw. I guess this is their weird marriage thing. A few years later, Wagwan take half the canines to the base there. If the canines haven't gotten bigger, I can't keep them in the mothership. He's bestowed you with the surname of Baylord and released you from here. Excuse me, that you will no longer need that leash. I will tell you where to set up your base. Your job is to keep the FUG in check and protect the people of our family there. Now, the reason I wanted to read this part for a couple of reasons. Um, I think it's interesting that for a bunch of people who claim to not give a damn about FUG and their inner workings, this becomes a FUG faction, obviously because of what happens later on. But they are actually keeping an eye on them, so you are worried to some degree. If you really did not care, you'd either just wipe them out and be done with it, or pay them no mind. I did find this interesting. I don't know if anyone else picked up on that. Rest in peace, Immort. The blog post, yeah, that's done. That's done. Traumray must have had some crazy shit she manipulating. Maybe he could feel it. Nana was a real mother. I like that about her. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, again, that's a hard position to be in, so I don't blame anybody who doesn't want to take that on. But if you're going to like be with somebody who's already has a kid, you make that decision or you don't. Don't half ass it. Don't be in between like Wang Wang actually. Then they have made up her mind. I think it was at the time FD was more active. That's true. That's not a bad point. Mustang probably just hated V because he brought Blossom in for a threesome. That would be crazy. Make a child with her, send the child back. Paul will be the name of that child. Crazy bastards. When all teachers are fully grown, they shall inherit your power to lead the canines. This is an order from the family head. Be thankful through the fact you may bestowed with freedom and a surname. Yes, I understand. Your expression does not seem well, Wang Wang. Could it be you no longer listen to my orders? No, that's not true, my lord. No matter. I am already used to someone who falls in love and betray me. Cry me a fucking river, nigga. Shut up. Fucking tired of hearing your mouth. Find me a goddamn river over there. Christ. And it's my way to control them against their will. You may leave. Took his orders. He left. They were sad. She didn't say anything. He took them niggas out. So this is Yas Ratcha's worst fit. He don't look good in this fit to me, and not suit him. And like, bro, tuck that in. Like, who taught you how to dress? Tuck that in, bro. Why is that just coming out from the under that? You have to tuck that under the cardigan. This is a terrible outfit. You're not even wearing it right either. And these guys had the nerve to ask why Jihad killed their child. I mean, there were people like Loose like in the first generation Slayer, but listen, I have to see every Slayer in action before I decide whether or not they're that raw. I know they were like they were gods and devils or whatever, but I have honestly been very underwhelmed with FUG's display of power. Just especially when you consider what each Slayer is supposed to do, they are not impressive. The Jihad Army squadron commanders, your Yasrachas, your Liborics, and Calavans have been infinitesimally more impressive in my opinion than they are. So I hear what you're saying. Because even White lost to fucking Bam. Like I'm not taking FUG seriously either. I'm on the Jihad Empire and family's gimmick. I'm with them. Tech, people family screwed Paul with that mid ass name. I know, like, why do you call nigga Paul, bro? Doubting trauma, trying to. Bro, Trauma's such a bitch. I can't with him. I mean, he's like, like he's strong and he's important. I love that he's here, but like, I don't like him. But I didn't like him before I met him. Trauma, a cold ass name. Calls Petro Yasracha for the mortal shares a whiny. He shows a whiny bitch. Facts. Yasracha on that cat lady trip. FUG looking worse than Urek's little club. I mean, wasn't there a statement that said that Wolkike Sung is actually more dangerous because Urek exists? And you got Bayak Ryun in the top 10, shit like that, right? So I know what you mean about Link deleted. The Slayer we saw is till now this week, yeah. They're fighting among themselves. Nah, I can't. Yeah, FUD not like this is not an organization. I know they're splintered and not organized like that, but yeah. Making a fuss about giving you a useless surname that's low board. That's not even low board B. It's really funny, don't you think? That's not bothering me. So yeah. Let's betray the family before we get betrayed. Talk with Nen, so they talk. So this is where they start planning what they're gonna do. Nen told me that the one betrayal that you promised her, this is the time for that. When your new child arrives at the mothership, that's the time I will contact you again. I am leaving. Yeah, I just met Wang Wang. It's as expected. He doesn't seem cool about it. Are you sure about this? Trusting him to do his job? Yes, she trusted him to actually protect the children and stuff too. I'm sure we'll probably get a send off where he does like one final. Well, I guess his final act is to say that what can I do at the very least with my death to have you, show mercy to my people and to my kids. But that wasn't enough for me. Is it only me? Is the audio too low? I haven't heard anyone else say anything about the audio. So if it is too low, I can turn it up a bit, but I could up a little bit more, but it might just be you because no one else has said anything. So turn your headphones up, turn it up, what? I mean, Mr. Finger could take up most of the Slayers, so that's a fact. Well, Bam is legit FUG. FUG will be the strongest faction soon. That's true, but I guess he's not established yet. You have it on max with my headphones on. That's it. That's what? What are you on? iPhone? Like what is it? I don't know. Depending what, because sometimes like I was actually watching one of my friends streams on Twitch and on Twitch on my Switch, and I found that it was really low. Like I could not hear him. When I put it on my computer, I could hear him. He's gonna slash Wang and tell Doom he betrayed them. Damn. Yep. By the way, this fit for Nenea with the mid rift out, moving me. I like it. It's a cold fit. So a year goes by. The promised time has come to the nest. How was the state of that animal? Seems he still doesn't understand my will. Will I assume that he will be like that from now on? it was an emotion I haven't felt towards a trifle. Nigga holding his chest, like what is wrong with him? Such a loser. Oh my god. But I've abandoned it. It's fine. Proceed with the plan. Yeah, now looks good there. Bam shouldn't, but Bam shouldn't fight. Urek really is the wild card, to be honest. It's canon that he is stronger than Arya Hans. To get involved, they literally got to rely on Jihad or risk sending multiple families to team up on him. Well, yeah. Grustang even kind of says this. That's actually one of my best videos. If you've never seen my Urek video, definitely watch that. It's called Urek Champion of the Tower. But he's like, I don't remember when he's like, basically like, I don't want to piss you off, and he might get mad and wipe out my whole family. Like Gus Dang somewhat has a statement, depending on how you interpret it, kind of backs what you're saying. So I don't disagree with that. The only two people in the tower that I think could beat him is Jihad and or Enryu in a fair one-on-one match, obviously. But it depends on your viewpoint. On the three top dog are regulars. Obviously, Phantom Menace and Access is an Access, and he's not a Tower of God character more so than he is a Tales user story character. So I usually exclude him, but obviously he can pack everybody in the tower. Urek is Drake to me. Nah, explain that. Oh wait, cause he's like, cause he's like that dude, but he's like a sad boy. He's like, why won't girls text me? Is that why? The Ray Barracuda throwing Shinsu at the speed of light. Okay, exactly. Okay, okay. Outside of the fact that Nene fell for Wang Wang soon, so soon I like her. Yeah, I feel that. It is slated that Walt Song and Workshop are the only two to not be messed with and are a legitimate threat, but they both don't give a single effing yeah. So like with Gucci, they're like, oh, like they're dangerous, but they don't care about what we're doing, so we're safe. I was trying to remember what the blog post statement about that was, or maybe it was in the story, but my Tower Regard reread is gonna happen in April. I'm gonna reread in April. I'm doing my Kubera reread soon actually. One Piece of Evolution Army versus TOG FUG. Which one is more underwhelming? Video time. They gonna get mad at me and saying I'm comparing. It's my fault Kubera and Tower gotta be compared to one another. They gonna come for me again, bro. I've always been curious how much stronger Urek and Zahard are to the other irregulars. Like how many can they take at once? I wanna say two max, but depending on which two, because depending on the combination, you might have a hard team to fight. Because wasn't it said that Kun and Duan and Blood Matter as a defender and spearman were like a very very formidable combo, and I would honestly think if you sent Ari Han and Ha Yurin, if they're on talking terms, they probably have a synergy that you may not have with someone else. Maybe Eurasia and Gustang as well, right? So I think it depends on which two you send to some degree because of the skill sets. Because Eurasia could like accelerate Shinsu and whatnot, but I would honestly max out at two, but you're right though. Like, how much stronger do we think they are than the other irregulars? Is a good question to ask yourself. Maybe Urek is an early bloomer or Jihad is a late bloomer. We know for a fact the first one is though. I'm not sure if Urek is an early bloomer. I constantly see the sentiment that Urek came into the tower with the current strength that he has. I'm not sure why people think that. If there's a blog post I missed or a statement, I think Urek came. He may have come in stronger than some of them or stronger than Bam or something, but I definitely think he had to still learn and grow and get stronger, understand how Shinsu works, how to learn how to throw Shinsu at the speed of light, learn how to do teleportation and stuff like that. But yeah, that's what I think though. How many can they take? Oh, blah 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 for their own grind. That's what we're gonna need it. FUG needs a better candidate. Be the second gen, do better. I'm reading Kubera season 1 and 2 on different scans before I dive into 3 just so I can appreciate it better. I like that. That's dope. Yes, it was stated. Where was it stated? Find that for me. If you know what that is, find it for me. I wanna literally see that. I wanna read that because I know that he came in the tower chasing Fanta, and he went to the ranking administration office, and they were like, "Bro, you'll die. You'll lose. You don't want that smoke, bro. Like you really don't want to fight that nigga. Like he's different." Um, and we know that he probably comes from a world similar to ours because he told Bam there's a world out there with a vast sky and stars and stuff like that after the floor of death. So he might come from like Korea, actually, and things of that nature. So don't you dare ask Eurasia the team of Gustang, given their circumstances. Hey, they can make up. Hey, I know what happened with I know what happened with Eurasia Blossom. You know what I'm saying? But like, baby, it's me, Gustang. We have so much good memories together. She's like, oh my god, I can't stay away from you. Nick took a bomb. I don't know. I don't know, bro. Is Kubera webtoon? Yeah, it is. If Mam shoots black shit at the speed of light, will it glow white? I don't know. That'll be kind of cool. That's high praise. But anyways, so yeah, they made an audience. So this is where she goes. So remember this fit is the part of the flashback that we saw a little bit of when Yama took the fang. Because I remember he has the flat cap on, right? And then there's Nenea going to save her children. I respect it, right? She's trying to summon the ancient, but look who came through personally. Trifle, the family head. Why are you here? Trauma Ray, the family head himself. I never even thought of this. I'm asking you why you're here, Trifle. How dare you? Without my permission. By the way, I this is a thumbnail I use. One thing I've always given SIU credit for is I like the way he really draws a lot of eyes and stylizes them here, but he's always been good at zooming in on eyes like this on a regular or whatever. And you just see like to me, I just see I'm looking down on you. Condescension and a kind of general lack of interest and intrigue. Like you're literally just a mere trifle to me. How dare you without my permission? Like really, really, really a god complex. So with the big yeah that nigga tall. He like two LeBrons. So yeah, he summons the ancient, and after we see Trauma Ray summon one of his 23 animals? Yes. He basically said I could control anything in this tower. One of the 23 monsters, wait, out of the 23 monsters, one of the 7 beasts, sorry, that he wields himself, the giant silver hairtail Fandori harpy, or harp. Harpe? I don't know. Kaiju? So, it was really scary hours for her. And then if y'all haven't seen, this is the latest chapter that came out. I live reacted this today, this morning. I'm through it on Patreon, but this is the latest chapter. So we'll go through this, and then that will be what we have here. Beast Skin Mommy, yes. Urek is stronger than the Guard of Guardians in the Revolution, though, and it was stronger than the Arya Han before Evolution is climbed, though. I think like Caliban, though. It's just pure flying, no sneaky tricks. Oh well, that I knew about that. I think the point I was specifically trying to make is okay. All right, you may have never heard my kind of the 3 top irregular spiel, so I'll give it to you today. So here's how I see it. When you talk about Urek, Jihad, and Enryu, I have a video of this. Actually, one of my better videos that did really well. When I think about them, I think about them pretty evenly in the sense that if I was reading the newspaper of Tower of God and it was like, Jihad challenged Urek, no outcome would shock me. If they were like the battle was inconclusive, the battle was a draw, Urek was the victor, Jihad was the victor, I wouldn't be shocked by any outcome. I'm not saying if you're like you're as a betting man, if you had to bet on one person, who would you bet on? I'll put my money on Enryu, for real. I would. But they have all done something or accomplished something that someone else hasn't. They all have a kind of a feat specific to them. Case in point, you have Rek, the fastest to complete the climb, right? Throwing Shinchu at the speed of light. Dope. I know Jihad is the king of the tower, right? One of the 13 warriors. He has the contracts, right? The immortality contract, whatever. Now, obviously, against irregulars, that's not going to matter to that degree. But he's the one who brought structure and stuff. And he comes across to me as an item merchant because from Data Jihad, when he had Leglius and whatever the sword was called and he had and stuff, it's like, I think that the tower has gifted him with so many items and supplementary, like outside of his own skill set, which is still crazy, mystery golden needle from Mystery Island, all that stuff. He's probably got like really cool swords. Like I think all the armor he has on is something special. And then Enryu killed an administrator. So to me, it's like I don't think you have to be able to kill someone to like be stronger than them. I think you could be immortal and it doesn't matter. Sabretooth beats the fuck out of Wolverine on his birthday all the time. Doesn't kill him, but he's still stronger. You could beat someone, beat him unconscious, lock him up, seal him. There's all ways you can do that. So that's kind of how I've always seen the 3 year regulars. But for some reason, sometimes when I talk about Urek, people tell me Urek never got any weaker or stronger. He came in the tower literally as is from the level of strength we see him at on the floor of death, and I don't know where that came from. That is what I'm talking about. Not that he had like a quick growth rate, that he was tying Arie Han on the 100th floor, and Arie Han said he would have won if we kept going. I know all that. I'm talking about like the other shit. That's what I was saying. Sorry about that. You got 7 Pokemon ready to battle. You gotta pull one out, bro. Only 6. White was talking about how he hates Bam's eyes because they don't train like his pappies. Yep. They're all too unknown to be honest. I agree with that. I think Jihad is 3 solely because he's the literal king of the tower. I'm starting to believe influence and recognition does go a farther way than power does. I've been thinking about that recently. I'm actually working on a video talking about that. Jihad has artifacts of the wazoo. Speaking of items, hope we get a Mystery Island arc. Like is that needle actually from Mystery? Like the first time I saw him use that, me and my boy Trish started popping off big. We're like, this is so gas, bro. What the fuck's going on? Bam would become the known as the irregular who killed all the other irregulars. Jihad the type to do all side quests in the game. Exactly. He got before he went and faced Calamity Ganon, he did he got every item possible. He did every side quest. He got his rupees up. He did all the 5 divine beast dungeons, even the one with the Shikas. Got every all 120 things, all 900 Korok seeds, and then he went to challenge Ganon, bro. Plus, Urek came into the shower chasing the Axis. Yes. Jihad some type of monster in him. Yeah, we do know that from the data floor. Evan top 100, exactly. That's a good as a he's a so I would argue Yuri's probably stronger than him too, right? So I mean, Urek corrupted data should have been proof enough of his progress. See, you telling me he has a massive growth rate and got stronger much faster than some of them makes perfect sense to me. I actually think you can make the argument until Bam fights Dao Jihad, he was lagging behind in terms of strength in comparison to other irregulars. Kunadwan had 3 Shinsu qualities. Thing could use Shinwan Ryu, needle from Mystery Island, had like a cool needle, and had a better understanding and control of Shinchu than Bam did. But when Bam used the needle, stabbed himself, accepted himself, entered true self mode, and exhibited the power of the administrator, I make the argument that's when his growth rate started going stupid. But also, Bam has been lucky enough to have very competent teachers. Hajin Sung, Van Kale, Han Sung Yu, and whatnot. He's had very competent teachers, so I think he's growing at a faster rate too. That's all I was saying. I just don't get behind the idea that Urek never got any stronger or weaker. He came in the tower as the exact same strength. That's stupid. I don't agree with that. That's all I'm saying. Because people have said that to me. I'm not saying you guys are saying that. That's why I brought that up. That's all. About Wall Hike Song on Workshop. It was stating Junior Priest tapped it before the nest. My favorite is he beat Quadrado and took Kranos and gave it to Yuri. Yeah. Casually hope Quadrado's still alive. Can imagine how salty he's gotta be. That'll be interesting. Jihad, yep. Bro, some of the Cosmos was crazy. If you compare base stats of Jihad Urek, I giving it to Urek. So am I actually. I would. If you're talking your durability, speed, like draw power, I actually would give that to Urek. Like in my head, the one with the best Shinsu control easily is Enryu. 900 bangs, 9,000 over 9,000 bangs. Like, but again, we don't know enough. But yeah, Bamba needs Shinsu to boost himself, have strong physical abilities. I think the family has had strong physical property from the get go. That's not a bad idea. If we're kind of compare, okay, I got you, low, high and low, I got you. Maybe Rachel will find her true self and turn to a garbage bag. Oh shoot! I can't wait for Rachel's reintroduction to the story. That's one of the things I'm the most hyped for. Okay, so here we are. The so where is the statement that Arcanak makes? Um, blah 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 blah. So yeah, there is So this, do you think Kirin knows? Because he calls him a stupid and foolish cat. I wonder if Kirin is still alive. But anyways, Yasaracha basically fools him into sending him with the canine so he can fake like, oh, I'm gonna free them or I'm gonna take out Wang Wang. So this part, these guys actually have their eye burned out. My eyes when they look at the family leader. So can we? So is there actual literal like we could take it literal when they say don't make direct eye contact with the family head? Ned Nea seems to be okay. Like I don't know. It's very strange because I'm like, is this a literal thing or more of an act of respect? If you disrespect the family head by trying to imagine their appearance and looking at them, but these guys look like they had their fucking eyes burned out. Now it could be maybe because they looked at the beast he's controlling, but I just want to know what it is. Could it be because she's the host of Arcanak? That's why she can look at him. Like there, I have so many things going on in my mind here. But Catan, your point about Bam boosting himself is true because and remember the Nahan station, you were saying that like because I said Dory. What's Bong Bong's real name? Oh my god, I haven't called her. Oh, and Dorsey. Wow, I called her Bong Bong Merchant and Uber Chan so much. I almost forgot her name. They couldn't keep up with her without using Shinsu reinforcement because as a Jihad princess, her body's as strong as a Ranker and shit. So yeah. Nen said because of HMAB, she's built different, or the ability to light baby method. That's not maybe a workshop thingy. Respect. If someone goes blind looking at Bam, I'll be sick. Looks at Hua Ryun. Oh fuck. When do you guys think Paracool is gonna perform Revolution Enter his true self? In the last chapter. When you think all is safe, the real main character, the real access, the real hero of the story gonna swoop in and let y'all know. I think it might be similar to seeing Enryu had side effects. Okay, that's fair. I just find this stuff pretty intriguing. But yeah, so the eyes burn. And it must be one of the beasts of the family head wheels. I feel or looking at it, but she summons Arcanak. Blah blah blah. He basically said, they're not yours. They're all mine. They're all my pets. I don't care. Don't talk to me, or you lowly trifle. And Arcanak's hand gets cut off or whatever. And then where's the statement we talks about having a weak host? My attacks do not damage that thing. My host is still way too weak. This would be very tough against an animal of the family head himself wields. This is interesting to me for a couple of reasons. One, like I brought up earlier, he seems to have been exhibiting a lot of power in the volcano. But if he decides to be a host for somebody, are you at the mercy of this level of strength of that host? So, for example, if the host of Arcanak was someone much stronger, I don't want to use an irregular, so I'm gonna say someone like I don't know Calivan couldn't exhibit a lot of more power. Two, Arcanak is speaking like it's not that I couldn't handle the an animal being tamed by a family head, but I'm in a weak host, so I can't do anything. Meaning our ancients actually a lot stronger than we really think. They could be actually quite powerful. You feel what I'm saying? Like you see where my train of thought is going? Uh Charmer looking kind of dope though. Yeah. He's clean. Paracool is Phantom Minim's older brother. Did that monster heal itself? It looked like it got his arm back. Yeah. Kala and Jinsong, what the 2v1 event kill level people. Caliban, Liborg, and Horse, yeah, and Holland. That'll be pretty cool. I want to see Holland fight. Caliban plus Arcanite would have been broken by normal means. Okay. Imagine Bam as the host. Well, he probably will get it at some point. I don't know if you guys get what I mean. Like, it seems to me like Arcanak is not necessarily like, oh no, a family head. I can't do nothing. It's more like, damn it, my host weak. I can't I can't do nothing. So I want to see Yama summon it so badly. But anyways, she about to get packed up here. Show me the part, man. So it stabs right through. Arcanak. Okay, so this is an interesting line. Death is easier to perform than domination. Death to me is a gift to those who have even lost their value of being dominated. So she's saying you're so useless. Oh no. His arm's not healed. Use the other hand. It's still broken here. Arcanak, can you hear my thoughts? Basically, like, yo, please do me a favor, just save my children. So he makes a spear there, or like a little thing there, and kind of launches it, and it goes towards her, and She's done. She's dead. She's gone. My first and last wish to you. And look, it goes towards young, big load, Bay Road, Baylord, Baylord Yama. Look at him there. Look at him there. How do you guys feel about this? How about? Do you think that Arcanak is more so watching over, or do you think he's actually inside Yama? Before I continue, I wonder if them refusing is possible. Is it the fear? See, I thought about the fear factor. I thought about it. I'm not sure though. Kel Hellam is making me have doubts about your statements. Okay, Arcanak is Arcanak is on the gaming raging mode. I feel that the host is stronger than it can upload more power. Okay, no, Ned. Good dialogue. Yama the chosen one. Bay Lord. He's free now. No, not gonna. Traumare was actually spanking that ancient ass. One of the strongest and was of that. So at this point, I just can't get hyped for a Vankel anymore. Shoot, you know what? You're not trying to see that fire elephant stand. I think he's actually inside Yama. Yeah, the person is like an output thing. When Nen had like a water hose with Bam, it'd be like a water coming out of a dam, but the amount of water is still the same in both. Fair enough. Smoking that pack. I think we forget Arcanak was the host to a previous layer. No, I didn't forget that, which is why even Jihad's hologram came to see the army. If you see the thing behind Yama when he transformed, it looked like the red of Arcanak. And someone said earlier, like when we first see Yama, the darkness in the pool, could that have been like Arcanak because that shadowy figure? This makes Doom helping Yama portion a bit more digestible to me. Okay. So he's keeping an eye on him for sure, but Arcanak is a significant creature, so if it pops up anywhere, people will come to get rid of him. So yeah, it could be. The reason that I I want you to bear with me. Just listen to me. Naya complaint segment coming, but I don't think it's a bad storytelling decision. I'm actually very cool with this. Especially since one of the first things we learned about Arcanak was that he was the slayer for a previous host. That's cool, okay? So kudos there. However, Yama, to me, to some degree, like Tower Regard is a story that honestly it rewards you for having special lineage, being chosen by fate and or destiny, or a combination of all those things, right? Unfortunately, the likelihood of you being a nobody with no special ties or special abilities and just getting to a very high position with purely hard work, blood, sweat, and tears is highly uncommon. They're like the rarest of the rare. Because as much as Caliban to me is like a regular dude, he still has a bit of a prestigious family that had a duty to protect something special, the essence of bravery, which he took into himself, if you get what I'm saying. The reason why I took a big liking to Hatsu as early as I did is because I thought Hatsu would be the exception for people who are not of the REA family who keep using a sword, not a needle, a sword, even as Shinsu density gets more and more dense as you go up the tower. To me, I thought Doom was a special one because he can create canines. We learned that there's probably a reason for that. Same father, full Houndborn, if you will. But Yama surpassed them by training. I like that. And I think to some degree, you could cheapen that with him having an Ancients host. Now, that being said, I'm actually okay with it. I'm not mad at it as a storytelling decision, but you have to know from just a very, very personal standpoint, I always respect power that's earned through literal training, hard work, or like if you've ever read Solo Leveling, I like how he trains his ability, but I think the fact that he has the power that he has is fair because he figured out the rules to the game with all those monstrous statues and shit when everyone was dying. Like I think he earned the right to have that power. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying it's a bad decision though. I'm not actually criticizing it. I'm just talking personally. That's all. Um he's keeping on for sure. It could be elephant. We'll get BBQ. What do you mean? Rip our boy hats, yeah. No hard work. Yama getting handouts. Renders his work meaningless. Cause you got the Fang already too, right? So he did train for the transformation though. Yeah, I'll give him that. Yeah, you can cheapen it, but I think it depends what SU does from here. I don't mind it because Yama's never drawn from Arcanek as far as we know. Okay, that's fair. That's totally fair. Perfect example would be Adori and Bayak Ryun. Yeah, because Adori from what we know so far, it's not from a special family, but became a jihad princess and is has the only S ranked silver weapon. Wow, 13 months series weapon. My bad, and all that stuff. And Bayek Ryun is the quote unquote co-founder, I believe. Is it co-founder and but he's a leader of Wall Hike Song. So that could change later on, but yeah, that's all. This story is a story about you being special and whatnot. So it is what it is. Just wanted to point that out because it's something I thought about when it happened. Next day, the outer tower, K9 territory. So this is the part here where he's all confused and he decides he's not going to betray. And Yasrat's just like, bro, I already told him that you betrayed them, you fucking idiot. Like, it's time for you to make a decision. He's like, I'm not going to do that because they're my master. Oh yeah, he brings up that his purpose and dream in life is still to take him away from his master. He didn't change his mind of that. And then the warp gate is used, and guess who comes out? He came out with her, like the family head. Like he's a sick man. Like look at her, she just on the thing right there. Sorry, give me a quick second, people. My fault. Ugh. I gotta do all my. Okay, my bad. Ugh. Nope, it didn't help that much. It's okay. See, and then like that crushed my soul. He said no, not Ned, Ned. Adore gonna be goaded. She's supposed to be my hope. I really think Adora's gonna be goaded, but I don't know if anyone else's remembers. Actually, I remember the line so well because I remember how it changed when and Dorsey and Bam went on a date. Remember when Rand's like, I would be more impressed if it was Midori. Eventually got corrected to Adori Jihad. And I'm like, I remember SIU had said at some point that Bam had not met his love interest yet. There's a part of me that believes it's Adori. I'm not gonna hold you. Like Adori will fall in love with that nigga. Like for real. And that's his love interest. That's just headcanon though. That's just what I think. So this part here is like Lord and then the family head got out of his seat for such a trivial matter. What the hell? I wonder if he wears a mask because he's wounded or ugly under there. I don't know. And then he sees that she's fucking packed up. He bares his fangs. He says, Nana. And like some of his power comes out here. This looks a little bit like something Yama can do. So in the end, you decided to bare your teeth at me. Like, bro, you're so unserious. I can't take him. I hate this nigga so much. But he's so strong. And he's scary. But he's a freak. He's a freaky dude. Blackmail was said to be able to control Sensu without even performing a contact with the administrator. Started the tower. That's why he said to be gifted by the tower, even though he isn't a regular. That's true. I remember that statement. I recall something like that. I know he's a wave controller, right? I think I remember. Yeah. And if I remember correctly, is he 9? Was he 9? Did I make that up? I used to know all this on top of my head. I've fallen off. I won't lie to you. That's why this reread I needed to reread that, reread the blog post, and refresh my memory. Because Tower of God and One Piece were things I used to read every year, but I stopped doing that. I haven't done it in like 2.5 years. So, but yeah, trauma around that sweater gang. So Bam was gonna sleep with Jahar Princess as a revenge for his parents. Got it. It's ready, your hair up. I can't stand how dare you get mad that I killed your wife. You're just like those who left me. Like, say thank you. Harlow gets it. You get it. Like, he is so unserious. Like, what is that? What is that? Because even Wang Wang was like, bro, did you not think about how I would feel if you fucking pack the woman I love? He's like, no, fuck your feelings. Then fuck you, nigga. Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing? What's going on? Oh shit. Black Chris makes fun of Wreck a lot too. What a god. Yep. He's like, you fucking a beta. No, I'm kidding. The biggest thing that irks me is you have lived for 1,000. I love when people get it. It's all coming together. Do you know why I get mad at niggas like Niklaus from Vampire Diaries? If you've ever seen that, this nigga will still be hung up. He's like thousands upon thousands of years old, talking about when I was two, my dad dropped me in the forest. Bro, move on. Go to therapy or something. Like, are you serious? You're like a million years old. I'm not trying to hear you bitch about abandonment issues. You fucking loser. You clown. Jihad in his room eating ice cream. Arlene, me. What? What's the Yugi line for V? It should have been me, not him. I'm not. I'm not trying to see that. Oh shoot. Chan needs to kill a few more of the man's kids. Son made up a scenario in his head. Got two actual individuals acting up just to get mad. Trauma needs a bullet. Fact. It's gonna be great to see Trauma get packed up. He deserves it to go out like a wimp. He's just too strong at the moment. Yeah. He playing Sims IRL. He really is. Dog. I knew you would betray me. You're not different from the others. Oh my god. When you leave me when you find someone you love and something you're obsessed with, your loyalty ends there. First of all, who are you that we all need to be loyal to? Now, at this moment in time, you're established. Fair enough. But before that, when we're all climbing, we're all irregulars too. Why the fuck I gotta be stupid, dumb, mega loyal to you, bro? You loyal to me? Are you even loyal, bro? Loyalty, loyalty, loyalty. I like this because this looks like a bit of Yama's like whatever transformation, like the things that come at the back here. But his is blue with his hair. I like that. How could you say something like that? Although you've bared your teeth at me, I cannot kill a dog that I've raised myself. Like why? So he tries controlling everyone else. Trauma raised using the animal technique to control the canines. Let's run away. The family had gonna. So did Trauma Ray not hear that, or did he not care? If I'm an irregular, I see Trauma Ray. I'm spitting in his face. Facts. I imagine him sounding like Bane. Oh shoot. Oh, you think darkness is your ally? He really adopted the darkness. I was born in it. Oh shoot. You think that the match could be a gift from the workshop, like how Jahab was given? It's possible. I wonder. I wonder if it's a personal thing. Like I don't want to breathe the air of fucking dogs and pets. I don't know. There's so many reasons I could think of it. Maybe couldn't he play Noroge with the harem route? Even after losing my lover, I'm conflicted between anger and loyalty towards my master. My master, how could you pierce a woman I love so easily? Phrasing, as Archer would say, phrasing matters. When you stabbed Nen Nen, did you not think of how it would feel not even once? Are you going to do this to my children too? I am. And what difference would it what would be different if I knew the emotions of a trifle that holds value less than dust? A bug is a bug gimmick. Did you expect love and mercy from me towards a mere dog? Yes. I thought that my master would know of my loyalty. Lastly, I'd like to ask you one more question as a person who served you, master. How would you like me to face my death so you can show mercy on my people and children? If basically you gotta get Jon Snow, everyone gets to cut you once. You gotta survive here. Yasrash, I guess included. If you die with as many scratches on your body as the number of those canines, I shall grant you the mercy you desire. And and Yasrash is not whispering this. Like, is are they not hearing him? Like, he obviously betrayed you too, like, or whatever the case is, or he's not fully aligned, or he's conflicted. I don't know. Trauma Way and right White might get along. I don't know because White said that people can't really be by his side for so long because he's naturally a predator. So I don't know, but maybe. I think the whole thing about being a jihad stand is cap. I honestly was to some degree getting a feeling like that. Like I think it's possible they used to be very close. I don't know though. I do think there's probably some truth to it, but it's like there's more there. Cause I know for a fact he has to feel some type of way about Jihad and Arlene, V and Arlene. Then maybe that extends to Ha Yurin and and Arihan, and then perhaps Eurasia and Gastang. I don't know though, because and remember he called Blood Matter his friend, so it remains to be seen. Yes, Ratcha, you stabbed me too. And he's like blah 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 blah. You're free. Stab me. Live freely. And do we know? No, he's not in the Jihad Empire yet, right? So probably after this is when he joins the army and becomes the fifth commander, corps commander, and everything. But that is the latest chapter that we have out. So that is what we got. That's why they put your son in the dirt. Maybe a little brother relationship with Jihad, and Wag knows that Yas Ratchet was plotting against the family. So that's why he wanted to strike him so he survives. Yeah, he's the fifth corps. The commander of the fifth corps. Yes, I don't know if the numbers are significant in terms of strength or not, or if they're significant in the terms of like what was I gonna say? In terms of like what like the Gote 13, the each faction has a specific thing. Your science, your medicine, your combat, your this, your that. I don't know if it works like that, but so yeah, but yeah, he's the fifth. He's the fifth commander. Yeah, if they are, we're missing like at least three more commanders. Yeah, we'll see though. But honestly, I think this has one or two more chapters. Actually, what I foresee is we'll finish this flashback in the next chapter, and then it will transition back into the fight with Yasracha and Yama. How do you guys think that conflict is going to end? Do you think they're going to fight to the end? Do you think it gets interrupted, or do you think they'll like kind of stop? Like, what do you got? What are your guys' opinions and thoughts on that? Just I'm curious. Want to gauge the room a little bit. I can't wait for him to get packed up, guys. To the cloud, he really is. Like, I don't. I'm really not vibing with him. We're on the same wavelength. I'm not. I don't like his energy. Ray might kill Yas. I think I'm going with that too. Not gonna lie, that was one of the most chatted moments when I read Urek actually lifted the entire floor-sized fortress and compressed it into a box, gave it wings, and gifted the bike crew and said, "Now your forest will follow you wherever you go, so you come with me now." Like, am I right? It's like, all right, like, bro, let's go. We got shit to do. Let's get it. Yes, sir. Do a handshake and we go. Urek, I really think Urek is a really, really good character. Honestly, I really hope he doesn't bring him back and kind of make him a bozo. I really hope not, because Urek is to me one of the coldest Kai rankers. He's not even one of my favorite characters, but I have so much respect for him. Near end, become buddies. Yes, Ratchet killed. Okay, I feel that. Yes, Ratchet is dying. Tramway will do it. Yama gets the final fang, rejects Tramway controlling everyone, and bam, packs him. Tramway killing Yas, but right after the fight's over and gives Yama the fang. Think they'll fight for a bit, talk, and they get interrupted by Clown Murray. Clown Murray. High and low. Clown Murray. I like that. Trademarked by you though. Trademark. I'll always give you credit. But yeah, because I was trying to figure out what I thought was going to happen. But I think your scenario makes sense. But then I guess how does Traumaray get there to where they're fighting, and why does he go there? Because right now, where is he? He's where Liboric and stuff are at, right? And he sent Holland and P Diddy or Poo Diddy to get banned from the Suspendium, which Hajin Sung is guarding. I'm hoping that fight plays out to be really good too. And Machete went somewhere, an Essential somewhere. I don't know, but I do want to say this for anyone who's been following me for a long time and stuff. I know last year there was a really long period of time where I was very negative and very critical of Tower of God. And while I don't think we have reached our peak season 2 stretch or anything of the sort, I have honestly been very okay with what we've been doing from pretty much the moment Bam versus White ends all the way until now. Do I have issues here and there? Of course, no story is perfect, but I've honestly been digging the story. I think we've been all consistently moving in the right direction. Like, I really like what we've been doing. Like, I didn't think I would have actually liked this backstory as much as I did, but I like it a lot. It's really good. So I'm not mad. I'm not mad at it. I need Loose Like and Gusang to pull up. I need both. I would love if both did, but I need at least one of the two to show up. I would pick Loose Leg only because I've never seen him yet. I have seen Gustang talking to, I think was it Madarako in the workshop in season 2, and I saw him pull up on the floor of death. Right? So I've seen Gustang. I'm not mad at seeing him again. In Last Station 2 with all of his like freaks in the background. But Loose Leg is someone we haven't seen and has a lot of intrigue who's the leader of FUG and stuff. So I would prefer it's him if I have to pick between either. I couldn't with the Bam shit. I feel that. Less Bam, better story. I relate the back. It's not even like I'll be like all like being fully transparent and breaking K-fob. Like, bro, that white fight is so awful. It's just so awful. I had to make that video about it. The best fight in Tower of God will come on Wednesday. Well, Wednesday as of this video is being recorded, which is the 7th of January, but of February. Jesus Christ. But yeah, I think we've been going in the right direction. It's funny because like when we cut back to Bam, I'd be annoyed. Even though like the suspendium stuff could be interesting, but I'd be like, no, I'm not trying to see this right now. Like the backstory's been a fun ride going for next chapter. You all jinxing it, Bam showing up next chapter. In fact, he about to be the focal point of the entire next chapter. Edward could also pull up since he's only kept with Shenny and the others in the data floor. I, 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 w- I thought about him, but I don't think it's his time yet. I think his time will come later. Loose like one of the OG CBLs, I'm guessing. It could be. I guess he'd be a CBL because he messing with V heavily, right? So now to talk about something near and dear and personal to my heart. So officially, as of this like recording and stream, Mule Love is going crazy. He's surfing, he bobbing and weaving, he breaking off the wall. He using the blue ore, nice. He the liberator of the Houndborns, going crazy, giving me life. My favorite chapter of Tower of God. I need this for Karaka. I need it. I need Karaka to get a moment like that, bro. I need that. Feed me, SIU. You're doing good so far. Chicken Love Club getting fed. Now feed the Karaka niggas. We need that. We need that. We need that. Let my Slayer be great. Okay? I need it. Whoa, we said Crocker was a trauma, right? I need everyone to calm down. Go fight Lucille or something. Like, yeah, Ratchet second in command. I don't want him to look at a trauma ray. Keep my man safe, bro. Where is Karaka? Karaka is doing his many waves plan shit against Fusile with Doan right now, somewhere in the cat tower. The cat tower is blowing up though, so they gotta get out of there. Self destruct like investor gadget, inspector gadget. Edouan does see more endgame. I believe so. I think we'll see him before that, but his legitimate involvement in the story, I think, will come towards the latter half of the story. You giving up on Karaka? This is all I'm saying is this arc might be his last chance. I love that nigga so much, but I need more. Nine knows deep down, New Love could die at any time. Wait a minute. He's safe, bro. He nice. He resourceful. They not catching him. He bombing and weaving. He nice with it. Blue Ore going crazy. He not dying. Don't worry about that. Karaka needs to go ham. Karaka needs respect. You get Karaka flashback on level this one, we'd be set. We'd be set for a while. I don't need a flashback for Karaka right now. I'm not. I'm especially not interested if this is gonna be like Hajin Sun, my man. I'm not interested in that. I just want him to beat some niggas' asses, man. That's all I need. Karaka out here getting outmaneuvered by stock characters. Like, come on, right? As you to pass off another artist to official love, and I guess it's Augusta spinoff, the Chicken Love Club. Let me write that. All right, I can't draw for shit, but I can write my ass off. Let me write that. I told other Slayers with the white gun, I need a new one. I feel that. Like if I have to abandon Karaka, I have no Slayer. Cause listen, Yama cool and all, but Yama's not my Slayer. He's not my Slayer. But maybe is it is Seto Peppa Peppa Seto? I cannot say that nigga's name. I want to like a Mort. A Mort's a cool name. I like the backstory he originally had with Yama and Beirut, but I don't know, dog. What about Slayer Rack? I'm so I am done with Rack. I'm done with him. Him I'm done with. Peppa more Seto. There we go, something like that. I'm Team Yama, so he's good. I'm hoping. No, you'll probably be all right. You're good. If you some side stories could be dope. You need side stories for all the regulars. Rack and Ran and Novik would be cool. Cause I was reminded that Novik is like he has half family blood. Who knows? By the time we see Karako, he might settle down with Dowan and probably had some kids. Not gonna lie. At least he getting some cheeks. He better than Traumare right then and there. He beating out the frame. and she and she robbing the cradle. She old as hell. Hold on. He got him a cougar. No, but I really hate that bitch so much. You moron. Like Rachel over Doran for life. Like, I really mean that with all my heart and soul. Do you think that at the epilogue of this arc or the in between arc we'll see Rachel? Or if Gustan comes, we'll see Rachel? When do you guys think we'll get our reintroduction to Rachel? Then I'm gonna wrap it up. Um, because I'm hungry and I actually have a couple more videos I need to edit. So, what are you guys thinking? The ones are baddie, she just stupid. All right, that's fair. I'm alright with that. She don't look bad at all. She just stupid as hell. Yeah, Rachel is here. I'm telling you, that would be so crazy. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm. This story with Wagner and Karaka, the dual MC with Bam taking 100 chapter highest could be epic. Epilogue, Rachel in the next arc. The next arc. I don't know. Climate Control just roll through and kill a lot of Bam's friends. I would like that. By the way, when is the next revisionist history? I want to do it this Thursday. Let me ask a couple of people some questions and I'll let you know because I have to stream tomorrow and I have to stream Thursday. But I also want to do the top 30 manga stream. I might do that tomorrow or Wednesday if everyone's available. I was gonna save that stream for Thursday, but just check the Discord and check my Twitter and just stay informed. But I want to do it this week to knock it out for some streams I want to do next week. I also have a Kubera stream I want to do. I'll do that whatever day I don't do that. I'll do that Kubera stream because I want to go through a power scaling video I saw, which is interesting. But yeah, that would be nice. But he's not gonna do it. Um, she in the soldier costume hanging behind the snake family. Oh, you think? Oh, I remember it was you who said you think that's her. I remember that. I think we'll see Rachel after this arc. We've been in the beast skin arc for all season 3, so I do think after this we're gonna be a good time for everyone. Okay, I feel that. Yes, yes, yes. The next revisionist history is the Naruto. Is Naruto. For anyone that's what I'm talking about, I've been taking. I did one for Bleach. If you watch the Bleach stream, which I think is actually a really good one, it's 4 hours, so you have to like, get some popcorn and watch it in increments or a couple of sittings. But I'm taking established manga series that are finished and have a certain perception around them and talking about it and how the perception of it changed and if it's deserving of that. So Bleach started to kind of get a bad rap for itself towards the end of the Eisen arc into the Fullbring into the Thousand Year Blood War, and I talked about what variables and what factors kind of played into that and stuff like that. The next one we're doing is Naruto. Then we're doing Dragon Ball, Saint Seiya, Gintama, and Fairy Tail. So those Fairy Tales next month. But yeah, I'm doing one every month. You guys will be able to vote on the last 6. I chose the first 6 with the homies. You guys will vote on the next 6 series that we do. So yeah, you said it's gonna be fun. Bio Naruto. That's gonna be hilarious. I felt like the Bleach stream went well in terms of like being cordial and respectful and like back and forth. I need to get a Naruto fan in there for some balance because I have very little I don't have a lot of nice things to say about Naruto, honestly. I really don't. So, anyways, yeah. Come through, Miles. You can come through, man. You're good. He said, believe it. But anywho, if Mustang showed up, I'm literally thinking he'll pull a reverse Uno and kill Trauma at the birth. I think I think they'll probably talk, but I don't know, man. Like, oh, there's there's so much intrigue here, and a lot of and I think Trauma being here is honestly like like a lot of tension, especially when you learn how he's a fucking weirdo, he's a freak. Like I get it, so yeah. Anyways, thank y'all for coming. I appreciate it. I'm not keeping it. I'm not keeping this up. I'm about to get some food, start editing, and I'm taking it down. Oh, I'm gonna unpublish it, and I'm throwing it on Patreon. If you want to watch it again and see some other the fast pass and raw content I have on there, and other videos I already have on there, and stay up to date with what I'm doing, come to the Patreon gang, and you guys be safe. I know you guys. I know like the raw readers, we be struggling because we're like, bro, the officials are so far behind. So like, I want to be able to do this for you guys. But yeah, every 3 weeks. Y'all be safe though.
저 지금 우유 배달해야 되거든요. 배달해. 일 방해 안 되게 얘기만 할 테니까.
I'm still fucking here. I had to do it for the Genshin Impact niggas, you know what I'm saying? It's the worst game of all time, man, you know what I'm talking about. Shout out to the fake Saber, shout out to fake John out here, you know what I'm talking about, you feel me? You know what I'm talking about, yes sir, yes sir, yes sir. I did it because I don't know if you guys were around when I was like trying to get to Inazuma, Samurai Land, and I was bitching about Genshin Impact. I did like 10 streams of Genshin Impact crying about it, but yeah, y'all be safe. Yeah.